Okay, because all of these people is in this coven, just out of the respect for the Most High and knowing what the coven is about, um, I'll stay to myself while I'm still alive in America. But I have no respect, and I mean that as far as knowing what y'all did, and knowing that y'all are in this coven, and knowing that y'all was gonna try to cover up pedophilia and murders. I have no respect for the church. I have no respect for any of the churches in America because they were gonna try to cover up who Satan was, and they were gonna they're serving Satan and trying to go through with what they trying to do to me and my children. So let me just go into everybody who is in this coven and why I don't respect them. I don't respect the church. I don't respect the NAACP. It's just a scam artist organization because they serving Satan. Everybody in this country is. And once you get to that age where you realize who Satan is, and that these white people and these white men are his children, and you just see what's really going on, that's when they try to make you bow down and worship them, and worship Satan and his white children. And if you won't do it, I guess they set you up to be murdered, and take your children, and then be raping your children and raising the children as a Satanist, because their minds is so innocent and they don't know better. Um, so that go into CPS. I have no respect for CPS. They fondling children to these devils, and they fondling children to these black women who are demons, and these black men who are demons. And knowing these CPS women, everybody who work for CPS, they all molest children. They all commit the child sexual rituals and murders on the mothers for their children, while funneling money and pretending to be an organization that saves children, while they plotting and following women and claiming that it's an organization that takes children out of harmful environments, while giving children to Satanists who's blood sacrificing these children and raping these children. And CPS know exactly what they're doing. They not saving these children from no environments or anything like that. And anybody that they claim that they might have saved was probably only so they wouldn't get caught fondling people's children, because that's really what the organization is for, to try to discredit people, and steal their babies, to rape their children. Um, the police, I don't have any respect for the police, and I don't mean this for y'all to come running out the woodwork trying to jump on a pregnant black woman like you did in the back of the jail, but I mean just in a godly sense of them being pedophiles and murderers and doing these blood rituals on black people and serving Satan. Period. These lawyers that's helping them get away with crimes, all the lawyers in America is Satanist, and they all helping these devils get away with crimes while trying to pin crimes on me, and people who really are victims in all of this. Friends, there is no such thing as a friend in America. You cannot have a friend. It's one big satanic coven. The truth was going to come to the light at some point, and that's why everybody joined the Church of Satan once they realized that the white man was Satan, and they saw all the power and the money that he had and all the murders and stuff that he has done on the earth, and seeing this kingdom that he has built all over the world on different continents, affiliations with Russia, Europe, Australia, Hawaii, Africa, Asia, the Isles, the Virgin Islands. So people are sold out all over the world, and now they are worshiping him and his white witch. Um, and killing their own for them to be a part of his kingdom, because he's saying that if they won't bow down and worship him and the white witch, that he's gonna kill us. So anyway, there ain't no such thing as no friends in this damn country, because the same people that'll say they grew up with you and knew you your whole life will sit there and blood sacrifice you with these covens. At some point they're going to do it. They have to do it. Ain't no such thing as a friend. When you meet people and they talking about they want to be friends, no, that's a demon. That is a witch. They sold the fuck out. No lover, and I have to get these black pastors is over here trying, they witches, trying to pretend like they pastors and shit. And that really gets me, why they keep having to pretend. I know they gathering money, they getting money, and somebody, it's like they want to hide the real women of God. They want to hide the real prophets. They want to hide the real people who really hear from God. And they trying to get us to focus on being with a man, talking about love and your husband gonna come. And I'm looking at these women like, bitch, fuck you. All these niggas is pedophiles, murderers. They in this coven in America. These black men are in a coven. You can't live in this country and not be in this coven once you figure out what's going on. And they can't brainwash you. Once I started getting close to God, that's when they really, really started coming. And now I see why, because I was gonna figure out who God was, and he was gonna tell me the truth. And so these black women is leading these women astray. They tried to lead me astray. I don't need a lover in this country. I already told y'all God is my husband. That's why they keep trying to lie and trying to make trying to make up shit about these satanic Freemason black men in America, and think that I will wait around for one of them or allow myself to be sold out by one of them. Why would I be unequally yoked with any man in this country, knowing that they all sold out, and then be trying to sit up there and pretend? But none of them will tell you that Satan is white. None of them will tell you the truth. They not gonna tell you the truth, because they in the coven and they worshiping him, and he want to be known as God. So there ain't no way that I would get in a relationship with anybody. There is no way I would marry anybody. And I have had intimacy with the Most High through his Holy Spirit. And I have decided to go ahead and tell the truth about that. Because now I see why me and him were so closely intimate, because there is no way that I would really have intimacy, because yes, the Lord showed me that I would still have to sleep with some wicked men throughout this ordeal, but he was my real true lover. Even in the spirit, he would come and he will be with me. And I was ashamed to tell other women, because I never heard other women say it before. But I went on. I'm not ashamed anymore, because of the witchcraft that these black women tried to do to me, and then to sit around and try to tell me that to wait on a man that's in a coven to come and be with me. Because all these black men in these churches is sold out to this Freemason coven. That these pastors is sold out. That they all sold out. That there is no real true husband for a real woman of God in this country. So the Most High is my husband, and you not gonna take away the marriage between us, because you want to try to take the light off of that real true relationship that we have, and then try to make me wait around on a satanic black man that sold me out, that sold out my baby, that wouldn't stand up for us, that sat around and let them sex traffic me while I was pregnant and try to lie about it. And then you black women still got the nerve to do that witchcraft and try to tell me that it's a man in my future. You a damn lie. And you a witch. None of these black women in this country are real pastors, and none of these black men in this country are real pastors. They are all witches and wizards and in this coven, and none of them worship Jehovah for real. None of them worship Jesus Christ for real. They all worship Satan. They all worship the white witch and the white devil. As far as these jobs and these companies, I don't respect these companies because all these companies was poisoning my food, poisoning my meals, setting me up, allowing them to do operations where people was following me around stores, and they was trying to set me up to be murdered and trying to keep me from covering up the truth that they pedophiles. Um, Jobs. I don't have no respect for any of these jobs that think that you was going to set me up in your establishments and then try to get me to come back and work for y'all, knowing that I had the fetus in me, knowing what you did, knowing that I knew y'all was pedophiles, knowing that I was trying to expose you and your gangs for what y'all been doing to these children with the government and with this devil, and with people, family members. And then, so let me just keep on going, because I'm hearing somebody now and I'm trying to keep it down. But my phone, I told you they draining the battery on my phone. So let me go on ahead and this country in general. America in general, I do not respect America in general because America is a country where they done lied about everything. They done lied to us about God. They done lied and said that that was an old Caucasian man when that's a blue-eyed devil. They lied and said that Satan was some red cartoon. When Satan came to me, Satan was like he was white, and I guess he was a fallen angel, but he looked like he had been bound, like he was a mental patient, and he was white, and he looked just like, if you Google him, and nobody will tell the truth. And this country have been worshiping him this entire time. And they lying about pedophilia. The judges is pedophiles. The lawyers is pedophiles. The police are pedophiles. I already knew they was murderers. I already knew that the black men is pedophiles. The black women is pedophiles. The celebrities is pedophiles. Everybody is pedophiles. And then the filth of this country. This is just one piece of land that's so full of filthy people. And they hide by good works, just going to work and saying they got a house and job and everything, and that's what hides their abominations. That's what hides the sexual filth. That's what hides the child molestations. That's what hide everything, because they come in the court and say they got a job and say they got a house and steal people children, and they terrorizing people and stealing their kids, and they all doing it together and saying they doing rituals, sex rituals on our children. Um, Hold on, what else? They murder, they pedophiles, they worship money. Um, and I ask that they be judged now. I want them to be judged now. The news stations know about this pedophilia. The news stations won't report on anything that actually happens to people. They want nothing but propaganda on this channel, on they news stations. They kill, steal, and destroy because they are devils. I don't respect no correctional guard because all of these people, all of the correctional guards in the United States know about what's going on. They know that they blood sacrificing children. They know that they pedophiles. They know that they bring in adults into these facilities trying to do blood rituals to steal their babies so that they can do sexual stuff to these children. I don't respect the rappers because they all know about it, and they in this coven, and they doing the pedophilia, and they know these white people is doing it, and they probably done did stuff with them to people children. These actors, these actresses, the radio hosts, the doctors, the nurses, the police, I don't respect any of them because these were all the people that tried to uh, uh, be in this coven and help cover up my pregnancy. These was the people who was telling me that they was pedophiles and doing the rituals. Um, the correctional guards, the therapists, the gangs, the white people, all of these Americans, these blacks, these Asians, and they did it all, and they think that because they have wealth, and power that there's nothing that I can do about it. So they really think that they gonna come to me and tell me that they pedophiles and witches and they done denounce Jehovah and that the white man is Satan and they worshiping him and they gonna blood sacrifice me and my baby and all try to rape my baby and think that I want to walk amongst them and have to keep coming into their houses. I said that I want out of America and I want my child. Give me my child.